What's going on, guys? It's Highlighted Miners here, and with tons of cryptocurrencies being created, I want to talk to you guys about the 5 coins and projects that I'm most passionate about. So let's get into it. Alright guys, I appreciate you hanging with me over these past couple of videos as I'm coming off of a cold, but let's get right into the 5 coins that I am most passionate about. And the first couple are going to be pretty boring because everybody knows about them. And that first coin is going to be Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is essentially the first cryptocurrency that made it mainstream. And if you just can look here, you can really see what Bitcoin has done throughout its life. And the huge massive gains that we've seen over time. I feel like most people know what Bitcoin is, so I'm not going to dive too much into it. But yes, I am investing in Bitcoin currently, even with the prices now. The second is going to be another boring one, and that's Ethereum. So for most of you who don't know, and I'll show you the overall map, this looks very similar to Bitcoin, and we saw this huge spike, and then we found a support line, and then we had that massive run up in the past about 12 to 15 months. Now, Ethereum is unique in the fact that right now, Ethereum could be mined using GPUs, which is called proof of work. Ethereum's actually going to be moving to Ethereum 2.0, which is proof of stake. So you can no longer mine it with GPUs. I do believe that with this move, we are going to see Ethereum's price go up. But traditionally what we've seen over time is that Ethereum stays around 10% of the price of Bitcoin, but we are constantly investing in Ethereum as well as Bitcoin, even with the current rates. So let's talk about the third coin. So the third coin, some of you may have heard of, and it's Flux. Now a lot of people believe that Flux will be the new Ethereum once Ethereum moves from proof of work to proof of stake. As you can see with Flux, it showed a pretty steady support line until about the past year when it just blew up. Flux has some unique things going on in the project. There are things called parallel assets, and we can make a video on that if you guys want to. But Flux is another coin that not only are we investing in, but we're also mining at the current moment, because I do believe in this coin and this project in the long term. So let's talk about the fourth coin. The fourth coin is Raven coin. Now this is another project that I'm pretty excited about. Ravencoin is also one of those coins that's being talked about as a Ethereum replacer once it goes to proof of stake. But as you can see here, throughout the project of Ravencoin, there has been some substantial spikes and decreases, with a huge spike coming, like most other cryptocurrencies, towards the beginning of this year. Now what I really like about Ravencoin is they have something called the halvening. Now the halvening is where every time somebody mines a new block on Ravencoin, you used to be paid out across all the miners that mined that block 5,000 Ravencoin. We just recently, a couple of days ago, saw the first halvening for Ravencoin. Now that block reward is going to be 2,500. So what that does is bring the supply of that coin down, and if demand stays the same, you can see how that would then push that price up. So another coin to be on the lookout for when Ethereum moves to proof of stake, which is supposed to be Q1 or Q2 of this year. So the last one that I'm very passionate about and got in very early, and most of you may know it, yes, I am a huge proponent of Dogecoin. I bought Dogecoin around January at the 4-cent mark. I believed in what the coin was then, not necessarily the project, but more so what the coin represented. The coin, I would say, is the people's coin. It was created as a joke. It became mainstream for individuals, but what I really love about Dogecoin is it was a cheap and easy entryway for the general public to learn about cryptocurrency and get excited about cryptocurrency. So as we can see here, Dogecoin had been steady forever. We saw that small little spike. This is when I started really looking into the coin and where we bought in. And then we saw that massive spike, mainly coming from support from people like Mark Cuban and Elon Musk. And then we saw it steadily go back down. Now, I know some people would say, well, the coin's dead and, look how far it dropped. But if we look back on any coins, let's take Bitcoin, for example, and we look at the all-time, you'll see this huge spike to where it then stabilizes off, finds a support line, and then it skyrocketed. We see the same thing with Ethereum, that huge spike early on. When it was really hyped, it found its support line and then took off. I really do believe that Dogecoin can be another one of those coins. I do believe that Dogecoin can hit $1. I do not mine Dogecoin because it's not very profitable to mine, but we are currently investing in Dogecoin. So guys, I hope this video gave you some insight on some coins that you may not have known about. If you guys are interested in one of these coins and me diving deeper down into what the projects are behind these coins, I can definitely do so. But until then, appreciate you coming.